We're leaking. Yeah, you're good on this side. Alright, so I'm in the middle of this massive Dodge truck warehouse. And let me tell you, it's crazy. Big block truck, automatic, air conditioning, Cummins up there. I bought this one too, short bed, factory big block. And we've got, look at this. Like, this is basically heaven. Super nice guy, just let me roam around and see what I liked. And I bought those two. I'll show you the Ram Charger when we get back home. I gotta come back and get the short bed big block. But yeah, does this one look familiar? Looks just like Dad's long bed without the two-tone white. Swept lines everywhere. It's got all sorts of parts, Ram Chargers, and these are all solid and straight. Look at them. It's ridiculous how there's some nice trucks in here. And he's all about it. He's restoring a few of them. All these are parts for his ones he's restoring. Nice Ram Charger right here. I think he said this was a 58. Flathead. Step side too with a spare. That's rare. Charger. Two Chargers there. Short beds. Probably my favorite one though is this one here. 4-door long bed, 4-wheel drive, Cummins turbo in it. Like, look at that. That's wild. We've got this Ram Charger here. I think he said it was a 76. I mean, it's crazy. And that one, I bought this one here. We got a good light in here. I'll show it to you. Not the original engine, but factory big block truck. Short bed, fleet side, and it's solid. Looks a lot like the Petty truck. Pretty much the same options as the Petty truck was. I think this is a 69. Just super nice guy. I mean, I'm just like in shock being here. Just so much cool stuff. We'll show you the parts that he's got over here. All along the wall, steering columns, windshields, hoods, doors, parts everywhere. Set of Murata wheels right there. I could spend hours in here. I've already been here twice. Just had to come back because this thing is just so cool. Look at this. Just stand right here and look at this view. Dodge trucks everywhere. That's so cool. Man, that is awesome. Let me come over here, and that's where my Ram Charger was sitting. Next to this other, or my Trail Duster. I bought a Trail Duster and it's sitting next to a Ram Charger. Look at that. Plow truck. Hummer. One down. Gotta go get another one. Filter's getting full. Try it again. Choke's all the way open, so it didn't want to run like that.
How about that? Is that closed?
Yeah, it's closed. Accelerator pump shot, looks like it's leaking. Try it again. Smoking like crazy out here. No reverse, but we can drive around as long as we just keep going forward. And the transmission making some funny noises right now. It's pretty bouncy. No brakes, no worries, right? Parking next to the trail duster over here. That thing's been running for a solid 20 minutes now. It's still going strong. Still smokes a little bit. This one here is a 1978 Plymouth Trail Duster. Easiest way to tell a Trail Duster from a Dodge Ram Charger is the fact that there is no Dodge written in the grill. It's a really rare grill right there because this is 1 year only or 2 year only for that grill style, and the Ram Charger would have Dodge written there, so it's a rare grill to find, especially one that's straight. So it's a little bit rougher than the 69 in some places, but it's better in other places. This is actually the same metallic green as Dad's Warlock, and it's pretty similar to my Charger. It's fairly straight except for that dent right there, and the tailgate got trashed as well, but the top is nice, the hood, the fenders are nice, and it's all there. What we have under the hood is what I believe to be a 318. I've already taken the air cleaner off, just sitting over here, but I believe it's 318. And somebody has taken the power steering pump, so I've got a replacement for that. Just got to go get it. The brake pedal actually still kind of works on this thing, so I'm hoping that it'll be fine. These newer Dodge trucks, or at least this body style, had a lot better braking system than the old swept line did. So inside, we got pretty nice interior. Being that it's green on the inside as well, that's pretty rare. I don't know how rare, but pretty rare. As you can see, that seat right there is still pretty nice. The driver's seat, not so much, but that's pretty normal. But the back seat is basically immaculate. A little dirty, but look how brand new that thing looks. Inside, there's the original paint. Looks really good in here. No rust in the top. But yeah, we've got air conditioning, nice all the wood grain. The factory radio's still there. I think that's the factory radio. I really don't know. And this is a Trail Duster Sport. You can see it right there. If this thing would focus on it, I would show you. Trail Duster Sport. So, don't know if that's different than any, like what the difference is between a normal Trail Duster and the Sport version. But, I like it. Whatever the difference is, I like it. Got green, green, green. And as I mentioned, the tailgate got busted. It looked like somebody had pushed on the spare tire here and pushed it into the tailgate, and then they bent the bumper. The guy I bought it from actually threw in a new tailgate that I could put on this thing. I'll just have to paint it to make it match. And the front drive shaft has been taken out of it because it busted a U-joint. So our four-wheel drive capabilities are fairly limited at this point, but the main thing to do right now is to make this thing run. And I think it'll be possible. Doesn't look like it's been sitting for terribly long. It's been sitting longer than the swept line is for sure. Let's see. There's a bumper sticker here. It says 96, so could be sitting for as long as I've been alive, pretty much. So 22 years. But we've got all sorts of good options here. We've got the power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, and it looks like it's all there besides the power steering pump. So what I want to do, check if it's stuck, and then we will disconnect the fuel line because I'm not even going to chance it with the gas tank in this thing because you can smell the fuel pretty bad. But we'll disconnect all that and then run it to a separate jug, or maybe just pour a little bit down the carburetor just to see if it'll fire. And once we do that, then we'll go from there. But I want to put some different wheels and tires on it just to get it to where it'll roll, because 3 of the 4 tires will not hold air. I'm a huge fan of this body style Trail Duster or Ram Charger, but I've just never found one. I wanted a 4-wheel drive short bed. I really wanted a truck, but a Trail Duster just kind of popped up, and it really worked out. It'll do the same thing that a truck will do, but then you'll also have a back seat and a lot of storage room in the back that'll keep it dry. So that's pretty cool. But right now, let's get a battery in this thing and just see if it'll turn over. I'm just going to bump the key. Okay. As I expected, we're not locked up. So let's open the door, drop a little bit of gas down the carburetor. We'll see if it'll fire. Okay, a little gas down the carb. And we'll turn it over. It's a good chance we're not getting fire. There's a spare coil laying here. I don't know why. So there's a good chance that the coil might be bad. Let me check that. Alright, so upon further investigation, we were having no spark. And that's an issue if you want something to run. So I was up under the hood and I was trying to figure out if the coil was bad or anything like that, like I showed you. And while I was messing with the coil, the distributor cap started to rock. I was like, that's kind of weird. So I pulled the cap off and the contact is fairly gone. It's pretty much destroyed. So in case you don't know how a distributor works, you have your rotor button that rides on this center point right here, and as it spins, your button's going to make contact with the coil right here, and that's going to send power to the end of the rotor button to each of these 8 contacts. As it spins, it's going to send fire to this specific spark plug. Your spark plug wire is going to go to the spark plug and then it'll fire. And it's all about timing and everything like that. So when this burns up, this point right here, when these are burnt up, it's going to make a weak fire or no fire at all. So if we look at the old rotor button, see all that black soot and discoloration? Looks like it's been burnt. So if the rotor button's not bad, then it's got to be the cap, because the cap on the truck right now is pretty much gone, like the point and the contact here. So I've got this used cap that's pretty decent, it's not that bad, and then this rotor button that's used as well, just had it laying around. It's not perfect, but it's better than what we have, so I'm going to throw this on and see if that fixes our no fire issue. Alright, so this is the old cap, and if you can notice, it might be a little hard to see, but that center contact is pretty burnt up. And our new one, it's supposed to be kind of round, but if you look on the bottom half here, it's been burnt away. So that's why we replaced it. Hopefully that fixes it though. So we changed the cap and the rotor button like I mentioned, and I figured out the very likely cause as to what it was. So number 5 and 7 spark plug wires had actually been crossed. Just because you think you know what you're doing, and you know you checked and checked and checked to make sure that those things were on it, it always helps to check your firing order, always verify top dead center. I pulled a spark plug and then check whenever the compression stroke was on its way up, verified that it was pointing at 1, and then went through my firing order, and that's how I found that 5 and 7 were crossed. It's just a simple mistake, and even the best of us do it. I'm not saying I'm the best, but it just happens. As long as I've been doing this, you still make mistakes. So don't feel bad, and it's just how it goes. So now, let's see if this thing will finally run. I've hooked up our electric fuel pump just for a temporary deal, disconnected our fuel line, and got 5 gallons of good 93 octane gas over here. So let's see if we can make this thing actually run. Alright, fired on just some ether. So let me hook up the fuel pump now, get some gas going in there. We'll see if we can make this thing run. Do a little shot more. Now let's try it. We can't run it very long because our fan belt's not connected. Let it idle for just a little bit. Open up the door. Idle's pretty smooth.
Hear a little bit of rocker clatter, but that's pretty normal. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Something that's sitting for a while like that. Our belt's a little loose. It sat there and idled. That wasn't bad. I don't want to let it warm up or get too hot because the fan's not spinning, because when our power steering pump got taken off or whatever, whoever did something with it, that actually runs our fan belt, so don't want to run it too long, but it runs. You guys saw it run. All right, I had to see if it'll start again. I'm gonna pump the pedal. Whoop. There she went. Oh, I forgot to hook up the fuel pump, that's why. Yeah. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. The good old Trail Duster runs, and hopefully we'll drive here in the near future. I've got to put some tires on it and then check if the transmission will work. I actually pulled it down into reverse, and it did go into gear, but it just didn't act like it wanted to. Transmission is probably really low, and the seal for the output shaft actually leaks a lot, so we'll have to fix that as well. But it's not that big of a deal. We can make that work. I want to take the big tires off of the back of the 69 D100, put on this truck, and then I've got another set of 33s that I can put on the back or front, whatever. And that'll get us a complete set of tires so we can move around in this thing. Just got to do that. But I wanted to show you guys me actually starting this thing and kind of give you an overview of the warehouse. A lot happened in this video now that I think about it. We saw that huge warehouse, bought 2 trucks, got both of them running, drove the short bed around the yard. I mean, that was awesome. So really excited about this video and this whole ordeal right now. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked the video, please leave a like down below. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment. You can send me an email, send your projects there, ask me a question if you need to do the same. Order your t-shirts and your stickers, guys. Got mine on, representing today. You can see it right there. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.